Hey YouTube, I'm really bored, so I'm going to show you how to make ramen noodles, because I feel like eating and I'm bored. So when you opened it, I already opened it. It comes with the noodles, and it comes with the flavoring thingy. It's a powder. And then you are going to take a bowl and put some water in it. The water is going to be how much of the broth thingy you'll have. So I like to put about that much water, and then pour in the flavor. And then take something to mix with, so I'm going to go get a spoon. I got my baby spoon and just start mixing. Okay, make sure it's all mixed in. It smells so good. The water doesn't have to be heated up. We're going to do that next. I'm going to actually show you how to make it in the microwave. Since I'm 10, not really allowed to use the oven. Then you're going to take your noodles. You can either put in the whole entire thing, but I like to kind of break it up while it's still in the bag. I break into 4 pieces. And then you put it inside. Alright, so I couldn't get it out. Then you put it inside your noodles. And try to get it covered. Get all 3 pieces. I mean 4 pieces, sorry. Then you can pour out the little teeny ones. Okay, so try to get them all covered. You don't exactly have to do this part, but I like to. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna add a little more water. So let's go add some more water. Alright, there. Just make a little more broth. I like to have my soup or noodles very brothy. I don't know why. I just do. Alright, so now that you have that done, you are going... Make sure you have a microwave-safe bowl, by the way. Alright, so next you're going to open your microwave. And then you are going to take your noodles. Put it inside the microwave. Then this is the hardest part. Close the microwave. Oh God, I did it. Alright. So then you're going to put it in for 1 minute. 1, 0, 0. 1 minute. And then you gotta click start. Alright, so I'll come back to you when it's done and tell you the next step of your noodle making. Okay, I am back. So once your noodles have been in there for about a minute, they're still gonna be a little hard, the ones on the top. So you wanna flip it over and try to get the ones that were on the bottom to the top. Or flip them over if they're all floating or something. If you use the one whole piece, you can just flip the whole thing over. And also, this time you're gonna break it a bit. On the back of the bag, it shows how to make them in the stove, but it's hard for me. And it takes longer. So there, once it's broken up, or you don't exactly have to break it up, So once it's broken up or whatever, put it back in the microwave for another minute, and I will come back to you guys again. Alright, so back to this. Open the door. Then make a take to the noodles that look very good now. I really like these noodles. See that? See that? Okay, that looks perfect. Then you have to make it carefully close the door. Remember, it's a very, very hard. Okay, here I go. Here I go. Come on, come on. Almost, almost, almost. There. Okay. So now, you go back here. One. Beep. Alright, whatever. I can't get a look at the button because I'm holding this camera. Alright, so 1, 0, 0. Start. Alright. See, that's my start button. And that's my off button, and that's my start button. Right now, it is 1:22 a.m. p.m. I don't know. I think p.m. But probably a.m. Not sure. So I'll get back to you guys once this gets to 1. Bye. 4, 3, 2, 1. Noodles are ready. Ow, that's hot. Alright, so I can carry that with one hand. So let's put the camera down. 1 second, and we'll get my hot noodles. Those look so good. Alright, so now you've got your ready noodles. I like to add a little bit of hot sauce because I like spicy food. So I'm going to go get my hot sauce. Hot sauce time. Oops, there, hot sauce. Alright, so I like spicy food for some reason, and I like sweet food. I like them both very much. Then we're gonna put as much as you want, or you don't even have to add any. Your choice. I don't care. I like a lot, not a little bit. What did I say a little bit before? Alright, so then, there you go. If you added anything, you can mix it. And please leave in the comment box if you guys add anything to your noodles. I would love to hear about it. So please rate, comment, and subscribe. And if your noodles are still like a little bit hardish, they're not going to be like super hard. But like if they're like a little hard, then you should put them back in the microwave for maybe like 20 to 30 seconds. So I'm going to check my noodles to see if they're good. I have no clue why I'm using a spoon to eat these. Let's see if I can get this out. Alright, you know what? There, noodle. Okay, mine are definitely ready and they're super good. So hope you like my video. Thank you and bye.
In today's video, I want to share with you zoodles. You know, zucchini noodles. Using these beauties, we can use them to fake out pasta. So when I have clients come to me or I'm working with folks, they will always say, well, how do you never eat pasta? So if we're living gluten-free, grain-free, or for whatever varied reason that an individual is not eating wheat or pasta anymore, or they're watching their carbohydrate intake, or quite frankly, just want to get more vegetables in. All good reasons why you might consider making zoodles. So what we do is we take zucchini and we're going to use it as a swap out for regular old pasta. Now I'm going to tell you, I think this works really well if you have a great sauce that you're used to making and maybe you got some meatballs or it's a vegetable based sauce you want to do. Any sauce that you have that you normally use when you make spaghetti or pasta before, you can use that same concoction and put it on top of a bed of zoodles. And these are super easy to make. I love making them because they're actually quicker to make than pasta. And all you do is you take your zucchini And there's a couple different ways you could do it. I'll show you how I do it in my home. There's really fancy tools you can get, and I'm using the bare bone basic tools here. I have a knife to cut off my zucchini ends, and I've learned after making it a number of times that I like the texture of the noodle without the skin. So I go ahead and just peel the skin off the zucchini. You can certainly leave it on. It's not good or bad either way, you know, it's really your preference. If you leave it on, obviously you're getting more fiber. I'm taking it off because I find when I cook it, it doesn't replicate for me the texture of a noodle as well with the skin on, but that's a total custom preference thing. You can totally leave it on if you want to. I just leave it off, okay? So let's just say you're making a recipe for a family of 4. What you would want to look at is getting about 4 zucchini this size, okay? And you're going to peel them and then use this little tool here. Mine's called GEFU, I'm not even sure how to say that. And it's a little spiral tool. There's lots of them on the market. I know there's one called Veggetti. There's really fancy ones where you'll put the zucchini in it and you'll turn it. I haven't upgraded to that yet. I've been using this tool for a couple years and it just works fine for once a week if you want to make spaghetti and you're swapping out the pasta for zucchini noodles. So I have the zucchini ready to go. The thing I should mention too is zucchini is in season right now in Wisconsin, and you can get these big bad boys at your farmer's market for $1. Obviously this isn't going to work in here, so I look for ones that are a smaller size so I can use them in my tool really nicely. I suppose you could cut this and make it work too, but just more hassle than you really need. So I'm going to grab another one here and just cut it up for you. And like I mentioned, for a family of 4, I would use about 4 of these. And really just depends, quite honestly, how many noodles you want to make. But I'm just going to do 2 of them here to show you real quick how it works. So I would just peel all that skin off. And zucchini is really nutritious. It does have some benefits. A lot of folks are like, it's a benefit eating zucchini, but it does have a good dose of nutrients in it. It's very low in carbohydrate. It's a green vegetable. We like to get more of our green vegetables in. So we're going to take our peeled zucchini and we just stick it in our little guy here. One side of this has a little bit bigger space between the blade and one has a little bit smaller space. So getting a little bit smaller or bigger noodle. So you just stick it in one side. I'm just going to do it this way to kind of show you, and then out comes your zoodles. And I'm actually going to grab a little plate here so that I can just dump it right on there to show you easier at home. So we take it and I just twist it. So I kind of say when I'm explaining it to clients I'm working with, it's like a pencil sharpener. You put your pencil in and you sharpen it. And out comes your wonderful strands of zucchini noodles. So pasta is pasta. We can't replace pasta as far as the exact taste texture. At least I haven't seen it yet. But I gotta say, this is a really good substitute. So be open to it and giving it a try. Try it with and without the skin. See which way you like it. All right, so I was gonna keep kind of pushing our guy through here and getting our noodles. Now, if you notice, the only thing that's a little bit, I don't know, maybe challenging with making zoodles when you use a tool like this one is you end up having a little bit of a nub at the end. And no big deal. What I'll do is just take it and I'll just still cut it up real small-ish and make little pieces out of it and just dice it and whatnot and toss it in with the rest of the zoodles. So not a big deal. You're just going to end up with little pieces that can't physically get through the spiralizer, and then you just dice those up and put them in. So here I have the zoodles. Now what would I do with these? There's many recipes where you'll utilize these as a zucchini salad of some sort. They'll be part of a salad or they'll be the star of the salad. What I generally do with them most often is they're my pasta replacement. So I'll take them and put them in a preheated pan with about a tablespoon of coconut oil and just saute them around for about 4 or 5 minutes. They don't take very long to cook. Zucchini is a vegetable that'll cook pretty quickly, especially when it's thin like this. And go ahead and saute them for 4 or 5 minutes in some coconut oil. That's done. Put my sauce on it like I normally would. You know, the tomato sauce and the mushrooms and the, if you have a beef or a turkey or chicken sauce, that you're putting in your red sauce. Whatever works for you, however you like to have your spaghetti, the point is you're taking that basic sauce that you have, that delicious family recipe, and you're dumping it over your cooked zoodles. Storing them, I I tend to store these separately. So if you want to work ahead for the week, you could go ahead and do this ahead of time, maybe a day or two ahead at most. And why I say that is because they get watery and then they're kind of waterlogged. Not a big deal when you pull them out of the container if you made them a day or two ahead, just to kind of dump off the water in the container. Zucchini is a vegetable that packs a lot of water in it. So it's a very hydrating vegetable, but when you're making it ahead, you're breaking the cell walls and you might have that water release. Not a big deal. So you can prep ahead, you can save yourself time. Again, a time saver for a home cooked meal. How long did it take me to make zoodles? A couple minutes. A couple minutes to prep them up and a couple minutes to cook them, and they're done. So they're actually faster than making regular pasta. Now that's a bite you could sink your teeth into.